we are going to present to you about chapter 3, which is elasticity. So this is our team. For the question 1, which is Nurul Fakia binti Hisamuddin. For the question 2, Muhammad Nazan bin Ayub. And for the question 3, Nurul Alisa binti Cik Aman. And the last one, which is question 4, is Wan Muhammad Ukasha bin Wan Muhammad Ubaidillah.
Based on my calculation, when price increased from $50 to $60, the quantity demand decreased from 150 items to 100 items, and the price elasticity of the demand good is 1.67. Then, when price decreased from $60 to $40, the demand for the goods increased from 100 items to 180 items, and the price elasticity of the demand good is 2.4. We can determine that the demand for this item is elastic because the value for the price elasticity of demand is more than 1. The implications of price elasticity for Emma's boutique is the percentage in price is smaller than the percentage changes in quantity demand. Consumers are relatively responsive towards the changes in price. For example, when the price decreases for 1%, the quantity demand will increase for more than 1%. When the demand for particular goods is elastic, an increase in price reduces total revenue and a decrease in price increases total revenue. For example shown, when the price is at $50, the total revenue is $7,500. When the price increased to $60, the total revenue decreased to $6,000. Then, when price decreased to $40, the total revenue increased to $7,200. The relationship between the price elasticity of demand and a firm's total revenue is important since total revenue can be maximized by knowing the price elasticity of the demand. This also helps the firm's management when making pricing decisions for its product.
To answer the first Roman, we will use the basic income elastic formula, which is new quantity demand minus all quantity demand over all quantity demand over new income minus all income over all income. So first we need to identify which one is the old and which one is the new. So from the table itself, we see that the low income level is the old and moderate income level is the new one. So just displace the value into the equation, and the result we will get elastic income equal to 1, which is an elastic income. Therefore, Emma boutique clothing is a normal good. Okay, so next we go to the next question. So for the next question, we need to classify Emma boutique clothing item into the different type, which is between normal, inferior or luxury goods. So if we want to know, we need to calculate the elasticity for each level. So from previous question, we already calculate between low and moderate income level. So now we need to know elasticity between moderate income level with the high income level, and elasticity between high income level with the very high income level. So for the moderate income level with the high income level, we know that moderate income level is the old and the high income level is the new one. So just replace the value into the equation itself. The result is elastic income equal to 1, which is a normal goods. So for the elasticity between the high income level and the very high income level, we know that high income level is the old one and the very high income level is the new one. So just substitute the value into the equation, and the result is the same, which is 1. So to conclude, Emma boutique clothing item is a normal goods because even though the income level and the quantity demand is different, yet the elasticity is constant, which is elastic income equal to 1.
There are 2 goods with negative cross-price elasticity of demand and 3 pair of goods with positive coefficient. These two pair of goods with negative coefficient are air conditioning and kilowatt of electricity, which are negative 0.34, and the second pair are SUV and the gasoline with negative 0.28. Based on this negative coefficient, it indicates that the increases in the price of the air conditioning or SUV would lead to decrease in the demand of the kilowatts of electricity and gasoline. This shows that the relationship between these two pair of goods is complementary goods. People would use the goods in the pair, so when one of them is increased in the price, the demand for the other goods in the pair will decrease. Next are three pairs of goods with positive cross-price elasticity, which are Coke and Pepsi 0.63, McDonald's burger and Burger King's burger 0.82, and lastly butter and margarine 1.54. This positive number show that when there is an increasing in price of one of the goods from pair, there will be an increase in demand for other goods in the same pair. This shows the relationship between these three pairs of the goods are substitute goods because people can tend to replace them in a great similarities of function and use. As we know, positive number for cross-price elasticity of demand show that the relationship between the goods are substitute goods. But in this case, butter and margarine too is higher than McDonald's burger and Burger King's burger, which is 1.54. Meanwhile, the two types of burger coefficient are only 0.82. It is smaller than butter and margarine. This shows that people will easily replace butter and margarine with any of them from one another, because consumers may perceive butter and margarine as higher similarities in taste, also the texture as well. They are more likely to switch between the two goods to maintain their preferred taste without incurring a significant cost increasing. Meanwhile, consumers may have strong brand loyalty to either McDonald's or Burger King, so they might be influenced by their taste preference, marketing, or personal preference, making them less inclined to switch between brand even the price change. This shows that people will easily replace butter and margarine with any of them from one another, because consumers may perceive butter and margarine as higher similarities in taste, also the texture as well. They are more likely to switch between the two goods to maintain their preferred taste without incurring a significant cost increasing. Meanwhile, consumers may have strong brand loyalty to either McDonald's or Burger King, so they might be influenced by their taste preference, marketing, or personal preference, making them less inclined to switch between brand even the price change.
So I am going to answer for question 4. The question is, consider a scenario in the market for a specific brand of laptops. The price of the laptops increased from 800 to 900. So the 800 is the old price and 900 is the new price. Leading a manufacturer to increase its quantity supply from 1,500 units to 1,800 units, which is 1,500 units is the old quantity supply and the 1,800 is the new quantity supply. Okay, so the question is, calculate the price elasticity of supply. To answer this question is, you must know the formula to calculate the elasticity of supply. So the formula for elasticity supply is percentage change in quantity supply of goods X over percentage change in price of goods X. Quantity supply new minus quantity supply old over quantity supply old times price old over price new minus price old. So the quantity supply old, which I thought earlier, is 1,500 units, and the quantity supply new 1,800, price old 800, price new 900. So put the amount in the formula, which we get 1800 minus 1500 over 1500 times 800 over 900 minus 800, which is 1 over 5 times 8. So the answer is 1.6, which is elastic. So in this case, as elastic supply is more than what, supply is very responsive to the price changes. If there is 1% decrease in price, the quantity supply will decrease by 1.6%. So for the next question, in the context of the laptop market scenario, discuss how technological advancement contribute to the elasticity or inelasticity of supply in the electronics industry. So the answer for this question is, if the latest technology is used for producing goods, then it will result in faster production. The higher the technology level, the more price elastic the quantity supply will be. Technological advance that improve production efficiency will shift a supply curve to the right. New technologies can boost productivity, thereby increasing the supply. At the same time, a technological advancement could stir consumer interest. Technological advancement have potential to significantly influence market dynamics. Technology can improve operational efficiency, lower production costs, and increase output. For instance, Ford Motor Company revolutionized the industry by deploying assembly lines, thus streamlining operations, reducing costs, and more importantly, it increased the quantity of car supply in the market. So that's all from me. Thank you.